All right. What's up, everybody? It's Silky Smooth coming to you with another episode of the good stuff, the smooth experience. And in this vlog, we're going to end up talking about the crypto news that's going on around the world and what's happening in the world. So, I'm not going to end up trying to make this video too long, but first of all, we're going to end up saying fortune.com. First thing that they want to talk about here is why Fidelity is mining Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what's pretty interesting is that Fidelity CEO Abby Johnson basically said that in the spring that they didn't just study cryptocurrency, it was mining and making money mining. Turns out Fidelity has been at this for 3 years using its own computers to harvest the digital currencies Bitcoin and Ethereum, which today trade for around 4,300 and 300 respectively. They say that the mining operation is very modest. However, in the undisclosed profits, CEO Johnson reportedly told the conference the mining is actually making a lot of money, are mostly the result of cryptocurrency's dramatic rise in value. Bitcoin traded as low as $200 in early 2015, while the newer Ethereum was just $8 at the start of this year. So I wonder, is that how some of these companies have been staying afloat? They've been mining for years, different cryptocurrencies, and guess what else? One of the internet's gatekeepers is eyeing sneaky cryptocurrency miners. I love this. Cloudflare is one of the companies that basically tells you when a site is down. And so, like, if you've ever been to a website where like it's no longer paying its bills and it's no longer there, usually you'll get a message from Cloudflare saying this site is down. And so, what's pretty interesting is that these guys are actually hijack. They are stopping hijackers from using ads and other things inside of our computers to mine our computers. Cryptocurrency mining, using computers to solve math problems in exchange for a reward for digital coins, can be a lucrative venture. So much so, in fact, some websites are experimenting with ads that use visitors' computers to mine cryptocurrencies in order to make some money. You know what? I'm probably not going to go to Fidelity anymore because they've been using ads. I don't even know what they've been using, but it could have been ads to be using my computer to mine. And they say that their mining operation is modest, but they also haven't said anything about their mining operation until they were asked. So they may not say anything about using our computers until they're asked as well. So that's all I just wanted to say about that. And that Cloudflare is doing a great thing by making sure that these people are stopped. Next, the governments. Check this out. The governments are thinking about making a blockchain to establish a national identity system, which I think is very, very, very bold. And I don't want to do something like that. And I had a feeling that governments are going to end up, they were going to see this technology and they were going to use it for the wrong reasons. So, blockchain technology is not for our IDs to be on a blockchain. It's not going to be for our shots. It's not going to be for our medical records to be on the blockchain. It's not supposed to be for that. It's supposed to be for our currencies. And if we don't get it together and if we don't act mature enough as a species, then we're not going to be able to use this technology to its fruition and to really be able to see what we can do with it. I just definitely don't want my name having to be scanned into a blockchain in order for me to accept benefits as an American or as a citizen of any other country. So if you see something like this happening, you know what? Probably not going to be participating in the grid very much. Among these countries, Singapore, which is eyeing a system that would expand beyond the functions of its existing citizen account for e-government services called SingPass. The initiative is part of the Singaporean government's Smart Nation program. Estonia is thinking about creating ID cards. There are several expected benefits into creating identity systems. The shift in power from profit from data management to individual owners, from major companies, and the right of the owner to sell his or her own data. I mean, yeah, that is a benefit to it, but I'm not sure because a lot of the times, like these blockchains, they may end up outweighing the benefits with some of the things that they're trying to bring. And I just don't feel so comfortable with trying to end up making an identity system out of a blockchain. I am comfortable with using it for currencies because that's beautiful and that's amazing. But identity systems, no, not necessary. You'll have to convince me really hard for that to be necessary. Next, Cointelegraph, man, they just got all this cool news, man, and I like their articles. It's drawn out like cartoonish. Almost time for bed, y'all. American billionaire Mark Cuban is on the side of cryptocurrencies. He claims that cryptocurrencies and blockchain are the future. And he says it's interesting because I think there are a lot of assets that have values based on supply and demand. You know, most stocks, they don't have any intrinsic value, no true ownership rights, no voting rights. You just have the ability to buy and sell those stocks. They're like baseball cards, and I think Bitcoin is the same thing. So, you know, he has the right idea to it. Is that like, you know, they are like stocks and they are assets that you can hold. And I think that is cool. I think what is even better is that because they're not regulated yet, ICOs and purchasing into certain cryptocurrencies are going to be able to afford you way more than just dividends. So stocks right now can only afford people dividends, and that's all they can give you back is a tiny little piece of the profit. But ICOs and owning certain coins can give you access to so many things. It's up to the mind of the people that want to create the coin, I guess. Like there are coins that are allowing people access to certain platforms. They're allowing access to platforms like what kind of platforms? Glad you asked. Platforms like gaming platforms, where you'll be having access to certain games. There'll be coins that'll give you access to certain medical databases that you won't have access to in other places. There'll be coins that will activate certain bot networks to do functions for you on a massive scale, like R&D research and things like that. Look up Veritasium and a few other things. Like if you want to know more about what I'm talking about there. But I mean, man, like these are just some beautiful things that ICOs can afford you, and I don't see that being the end. I see ICOs eventually being able to afford you shelter, afford you food. There's going to be a coin out there that'll be able to take over and afford and be able to give people welfare in a way in a way that current fiat money could never give you. Like there will be ICOs that you'll participate in now, and that because you've participated in them now, they'll give you food, shelter, clothing. I mean, shoot, there will be ICOs that'll guarantee you employment and all of these types of things in the future, if that's what you need. But I also see that these cryptocurrencies and ICOs are changing the world in such a way that employment is going to have a new definition in the future. So Mark Cuban's got it. You know, he definitely understands that this is investing just like stocks, but it's more than that, sir. It's it's being able to get so many things out of it. There's one right now that I'm really interested in called storage that gives you kind of like this decentralized cloud computing. Decentralized cloud storage. blockchain based end-to-end distributed object storage. Yo, look at this. This is pretty nice. It's a cent per gigabyte a month and a nickel per gigabyte downloaded. Dude, it's like, come on. Here's a token update. Thank you. We stored successfully sold 30 million tokens. Isn't this awesome? And see, all of this stuff is just, this is just one ICO. And see, now I can go and I can rent a drive if I want. And what's so cool is this is going to end up being like a new decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO is what they're talking about. And storage is just one of them. And right now I have a huge server that holds a lot of my media on it. And there are some drawbacks to that. And the drawbacks are, if I wanted to expand it beyond what I have right now, it's at its limit. I would need to buy something physical, and I would need to add on to that, and then make sure that that physical hard drive is always in a good location. Well, I may not always be in the same location, and I plan on living like nomadically, at some point. And I feel like something like storage would end up being able to allow me to not have to buy something physically if I wanted to upgrade more storage, and it doesn't need to end up being in like some physically sheltered location that has electricity and internet. This is just something that I can tap into from all over the world because it's decentralized. And I think it's interesting. Kind of like Birthcoin. If any of you guys that are watching have been following cryptos from way back, like there's Birthcoin, and Birthcoin was something that would rent out your hard drive. But this is like something that's way, way different. And it's like, I love it. I love how it's moving things forward. So just think about that. Anyways, finally, the head of the IMF, Christine Lagarde, she has my thumbs up and she's awesome. But right now she says that Bitcoin is too expensive for me at the moment. And no disrespect to you, ma'am, and I definitely want you to know that I am happy that there are people in the IMF that are understanding and comprehending that Bitcoin is going to be a huge force that's going to try to take things over. And I love that. I love that you see that it's going to be something of the future. But I also want you to know that Bitcoin's not going to go down in price anytime soon. It's only going to increase in price. It's only going to increase in price as we go forward in the future. And as it increases and more people get into it, it's just going to become more and more in demand. So I would just say, kind of like, buy in now. The only thing that's going to make this Bitcoin go down is if a lot of countries all at once decide that they want to ban Bitcoin globally, and that people that wanted to use Bitcoin, they would have to be restricted to a certain little country or two or three or 50 or 100, because it's going to take a lot of countries to band together to stop this. So that's really all it is. I just wanted to say that Bitcoin, the price of that's not going down. It's probably going up unless a whole bunch of elitists and a whole bunch of people get together in the Illuminati and basically just push it down. You know, the Illuminati being anybody that has enough clout that can manipulate a market like that, such as Jamie Dimon and other people. Just anybody that's way up there. And that's the only way that you'll see another spike, or another huge countries decide to ban Bitcoin altogether. Then you may see Christine Lagarde go ahead and set a buy order on her account, just like JP Morgan did. So, anyways, that's all that I have for you guys tonight. I'm starting to really enjoy doing this. Um, I am trading a lot with my gunbot now, and it is starting to see me some fantastic results. And I can't wait to start showing you guys that, showing you guys some of my profits from it, And then I'm also thinking about helping some people get set up with this because it is pretty complex. But yeah, at some point I definitely do want to end up helping you guys with this. Other than that, stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Um, on the YouTube description, there's ways to stay tuned into like all the different sites that I post on, and there's also ways to donate if you want to keep this channel, this stream coming. So, subscribe, like, donate, um, notificate, hit the notification button, and I will see you guys in the next episode. This is Silky Smooth for the Smooth Experience out.